It is said that no two Caminos are the same. Each Camino is so individual that there is no way of replicating it for another. I found some days to be very similar, and then there were days that were very, very different. This day was a strange day indeed. I'd walked 22 kilometres today without seeing another pilgrim. I began to question whether I was on the right track. Then up a hill I came to the edge of a town. First I noticed the flags, then I noticed the people, then I noticed the jousting arena and the medieval fair that was being held. The day went from solitude to being surrounded, a sensory overload. My albergue was 2 kilometres further on. This was so typical of the Camino. Just when you thought that it was another boring day, nothing to take photos of, field upon field you travelled through, you came across what was something that you'd least expect to see. I mean, I didn't expect to see a bard. It did feel a little cruel after walking so far and being so hungry to see such delicious food. And I didn't expect to see a glass blower making some fine wares in front of me. I made my way out of the fair to my town. It being a Sunday, it was very quiet, most things being closed. Fortunately, a bar was open and my albergue was fantastic. I had a delicious dinner with a young American who had just started, and Mr. Kim from Korea with 2 Kiwis who were partial to a sip of whiskey, a young lass from Fremantle. The food was delicious and the company fun. If I did the Camino again, I'd be more aware of the day. Sundays can be quite awkward as shops are closed, and in small towns you can be left with few options. Today I walked 36,661 paces, climbed 4 stories and travelled 25.7 kilometres. I stayed in the albergue Villares de Órbigo, which had comfortable beds, great facilities and a real feeling of family. The hosts were amazing. The albergue cost €18 and the pilgrim meal was 15.